Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hello everyone and welcome back to this humble abode of gameplay and memes. Today I once again return to you with another Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever replay cast. This time it's going to be a 6 vs 6 map gen game. But before we start that, I would like to make another real quick announcement here. It's a very simple one, but I feel like it is very important to bring up right now. You see, in the last few weeks, I had my commenters on my YouTube videos bring up multiple times that they don't enjoy the strategic icons that I am using. So, with that in mind, I started a poll on my channel in the community tab. You can go and vote there now on whether or not you like these icons or not, and whether I should replace them or not. So, yeah, if you're interested or if you're disinterested in those icons and you want more normal ones, go ahead and vote in that poll that I've got on my channel right now. And depending on the results, we shall decide the fate of these icons and whether I should replace them with something else or not. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start introducing our players. Starting from Team 1. In the green corner. On the northernmost position, or northeasternmost position I should say, is going to be Saipier. You've probably seen him many times in lots and lots of different casts, but here he is once again. We shall see him in action once more. At 1600 rank points, playing Cybran in emerald green, going first land. Further towards the south and closer towards the center of the map is going to be Regisle. At 1600 rank points, playing Seraphim in lime green, going first land. The southernmost player of this team is none other than one of the modern legends of Forged Alliance Forever. It is Turbo 3. At 2100 rank points, also known as Espiranto, excuse me. This name, Turbo 3, is a nickname that he adopted recently to make fun of, or not make fun of, but it's a joke based on the nickname of another famous player, Turbo 2. So, I guess he fancies himself close, or perhaps as even having surpassed Turbo 2, so he calls himself Turbo 3. Yes, at 2100 rank points, the highest rated player of this game, the star player, playing Cybran in fresh and fragrant orange, going first land. On the middle line of this team, the first player on our line, whatever, is going to be SirPankratz at 1300 rank points, playing Aeon in power play purple, going first land. The other player in the middle row, right here, further towards the north, a little bit further, is going to be Fisheye at 1300 rank points, playing Cybran in Taiga green, going first land. And last but not least for this team is going to be a prospective air player, I suppose, judging by the position, is going to be Yojih, or Yojih, whatever you prefer. Playing at 1500 rank points, another Seraphim, this time in wet concrete grey, and also going first land. So as you can see right now, there are no hydrocarbon power spots where the players spawn. There are very limited hydros on the map, and most of them are in sort of contested areas near the middle. There is one that, 6 players basically had to share between each other. So yeah, not very fun that's gonna be. But anyway, moving on to Team 2 in the blue corner. Starting from I'm guessing we should start from the most southwesternmost position. First and foremost is going to be XXX_Bendover_XXX. Also known as Ryfun. Yes, this is in fact Ryfun. I specifically checked his name history to find out who that was, because I know Ryfun loves changing names and periodically disguising himself as other players like Matri or Deponi. Yes, this is in fact Ryfun. At 1600 rank points, playing Aeon in overbearing ochre, going first land and second land also. Further towards the center, it is going to be Desert Wolf 216 at 1500 rank points, playing Cybran in blues blue, going first land, second land. the northernmost position belongs to GingerbreadMan. Probably seen him a couple times as well in multiple casts. You have, my viewers, I mean. At 1700 rank points, playing Aeon in Coordinate Red, going first land. And yes, I mean, my viewers have probably seen him in other people's casts. That was what I was trying and failing miserably to say. Anyway, moving further towards the southern side through the middle of the Team 2's spawns. Next up is GFY_Depony. Also, a fairly famous player in various circles. Yes, playing UEF at 1500 rank points this time. In Thalassophobia Blue and going first land. No second factory queued up so far. Further towards the south in the middle row, is going to be Raider at 1500 rank points also, but playing Seraphim in fabulous flamboyant pink, going first land, second air. There we go, the first air factory we've seen so far out of anybody. And last but not least for this match and for this particular team, we have ourselves Kailyns at 1600 rank points, playing Aeon in Rusty Railing Orange, going first land and no second factory queued up so far. Now with the introductions out of the way, that's probably a good time to start talking about the map. I usually do that before player introductions, but whatever. 28,000 mass in reclaim. Well, that's not all. There's also these little civilian clusters over here which can also be reclaimed. Unfortunately, I don't know from memory exactly how much you can get from each individual building. I'm not sure many casters do though, so I think that's fine. Yes, there are multiple clusters like that, 6 to be exact, so whoever gets to them first gets a decent chunk of reclaim on top of everything else. And also you can see the middle is going to be extremely highly contested. At least we can predict that based on the fact that there are so many extractor points on the middle. Look at this. I would like to count them, but I'll probably just waste time and not count them correctly anyway, so I'm not going to do that. Already we are seeing commanders moving out of the bases as you'd expect. Yeah, so one thing you might have noticed from these names that I was listing is that there's plenty of players here from Australia and New Zealand. Yes, ANZ represent. Right here we're going to have multiple people on both sides actually, interestingly enough. So it's not like ANZ versus the world or anything like that. No, it's ANZ here, ANZ there, ANZ everywhere. I don't think we usually get too many of these guys, so it's always a pleasure to watch them. If you're watching ANZ guys, I'm saying hi to you, yes, and tip my hat to you. You're awesome. Anyway, let's continue, yes, observing. Yeah, another good thing for this particular match is that all of the green players are at the very least on one team, because it can get quite chaotic when, you know, you've got multiple green players on different teams. Yes, they are. That is definitely lots of trouble. Not very easy on the eyes, that is. But also in this case, yeah, we've got orange versus orange, unfortunately, or at least possibly in the future. Meanwhile, we've got, while I was busy talking about nonsense, we've got our first bombers flying in, actually fighting nothing on the southern side. Meanwhile, there is a transport being sent out by Raider towards the middle. 8 engineers, I think. Yeah, well, this looks like 8, and they're already building up some factories in the middle. This is interesting because actually Raider is fairly far away from that, and you would think Raider might have tried to go towards the west to assist who's this again? Ryfun, right? I will be calling him Ryfun, I'm not going to be saying that. Yes, you would have thought he would have gone towards the west and assist Ryfun, but no. Instead, he goes towards the middle to help out Desert Wolf. I guess he is worried that the other team might do the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't look like the bombings are being too successful. There is one bomb being dropped. I think he killed like 2 engineers, but then he dropped another bomb in the same spot, which made absolutely no sense. I guess he was targeting the ground, but then got distracted microing something else, so the bomber just got stuck. Yes, anyway, we've got GingerbreadMan going towards the northern side. Meanwhile, though, Saipier is already in that corner, already setting up shop. 4 factories close to the front line. He's got a much better chance so far, at least it would seem. Although there are 2 factories already out for GingerbreadMan that were built by his engineers without the assistance of the commander. And also there is a turret protecting those factories, so it looks like it's going to be a stalemate at least for a little while. Meanwhile, in the middle, Depony also helping out Raider and Desert Wolf. running towards the front line in order to meet Regisle. Yeah, also I made a little bit of a mistake when I said Saipier is playing in Emerald Green. It's actually, by my classification, it's actually Venomous Green, so I apologize for that. All of the red on the screen is not easy on my eyes, I gotta tell you. So it's hard to tell different shades of green from each other. I'm not colorblind or anything like that, but you know, and there is so much red, it can be hard to tell apart different shades of other colors as well. Yes, more factories being set up by Espiranto. Of course, let's slow the game down slightly. Ryfun is advancing closer, but not attacking as of yet. Everybody is upgrading, as you'd expect. Gun going up for... who was that? Gun going up for Saipier. He's now going for... oh, T2 land. Okay, fair enough. Gun for Pankratz. T2 for Regisle. Gun for GingerbreadMan. I'm assuming, since the Aeon players, I'm assuming will go double gun, as they usually do. We have to keep a lookout for things like chrono dampener or sensors that Aeon are occasionally known to do, but I haven't seen anything like this so far. A transport out from, who's this, fisheye, right, a transport out from fisheye lands in the northeastern corner. I'm guessing trying to assist Saipier, as you'd expect. Yeah, already multiple factories queued up, of course, going to be pumping out lots and lots of spam out of these. Gun going up for Raider as well. No upgrades on him so far. Desert Wolf not upgrading anything as of yet. And we've already got Espiranto pushing against Ryfun. Both players with misleading nicknames here, fighting each other, locked in eternal combat on this southwestern corner. Yes, it seems like Espiranto is doing a better job in terms of destroying the commander. However, this is mostly explained by the fact that Ryfun is letting his commander tank all of the shots while his tanks are pelting the enemy from afar. So while he does have a disadvantage in terms of health, he has an advantage in terms of units he's bringing to bear. Yes, the Mantises are running in, trying to cut off Ryfun, who could be in worlds of trouble here actually. Oh, he dropped into the red for a second there. Now at 3000 health, a little bit more comfortable, but still can't relax just yet. You have to stop tanking with your commander like yesterday. He doesn't even have, oh, neither of them actually have guns, so this is a matchup of vanilla commanders. For some reason, Espiranto is not quite going for the kill. I guess he knows that, you know, if he does go for the kill, he will die as well, so he doesn't quite want that. You know, Espiranto, the highest rated player, if he kills somebody like Ryfun, who is a great player by all means, but if someone like Espiranto, you know, draws with somebody like Ryfun, I don't think that is a very good exchange for Espiranto's team. So it's not happening so far. Anyway, in the middle we've got SirPankratz with his double gun, fresh out the factory, or fresh off the production line or whatever, even though there is no line, everything has been built within the commander, but anyway, I digress. Yes, pushing back the spam of Desert Wolf, as you'd expect. We've got gun being upgraded by Regisle on the front line. It looks like Raider was trying to kill him or do something here, but he got wrecked by a whole bunch of Utashala turrets, which have already been built by Regisle, who went T2 first and then gun, so yeah, Raider has to run away now. Almost dying. If there were like a couple Corsairs. Ah! Speaking of dying, down goes Ryfun. I just barely missed that. Do we know what that was? Who killed him? Or what exactly killed him? I don't think so. Well, you saw that on the minimap, of course, and you can rewind it to see it again. Unfortunately, I cannot. Yes, it looks like Regisle is going to be pushing aggressively against Raider in the meantime, and Raider is in lots of trouble here because he doesn't have anything to match the power of Gun and T2 on the same commander. He could theoretically bring some T2 units soon, which he should because he is Seraphim. Seraphim are famous for having the best T2 land unit. Triads, meanwhile, there's a bit of a small fire base built up by Deponi. His commander is now retreating after having accomplished that. It looks like the units on in the southwest that were formerly belonging to Ryfun have been transferred first to GingerbreadMan, but he declined and instead gave them to Desert Wolf, which makes a lot more sense because Desert Wolf is right there. SirPankratz, meanwhile, still assaulting Desert Wolf's units quite hard indeed. Desert Wolf himself, though, working with T2 and no gun, so he should be relatively careful here. He could Yeah, he could very easily overstep his welcome and just die because Pankratz has so much more firepower, so he's just carefully PD creeping closer and closer towards Pankratz's commander, hoping that the guy does not notice. I'm sure he will notice though, because this is a high-ranked game. Yeah, you can see all of the Cerberus turrets perfectly on the Team 1's radar already. Meanwhile, something horrible happening at the top, yes, in the northeastern corner. Corsairs and attack bombers being brought up to bear against Fisheye, who has been reduced to below 2,000 health now. Ooh, this is really dangerous. We should probably get a closer look here. Let me see. Yes, he's being assaulted by two commanders. Both Saipier and Fisheye are in the area pushing against him. It looks like fighters from both teams are already in the area, though. Yes, Kailyns securing the air, not letting GingerbreadMan die so easily. He's not running very quickly though, and even though he is surrounded by a couple of his own blaze tanks, which will help him, Corsairs still keep coming in and still dropping bombs on him, and now the commander of Fisheye is within firing range, so it looks like they won't actually let GingerbreadMan go. He has no more veterancy to gain because no units nearby. Come on, kill him, finish him off. No? Okay, I think Fisheye either wants to walk out of range or... Oh, the Mantises from the side, finish him off! Oh, what an amazing play by Fisheye. He kills the commander and survives at the same time. However, a Strat Bomber from overhead flies from overhead. This is a Strat Bomber by who again? This is by Kailyns, of course, and Kailyns is already dropping bombs on Saipier. Saipier's commander is 3,000 health veterancy, but already, what 3,000 health veterancy? I mean 3-star veterancy, already dropping to 3,500 health. Fisheye is looking similarly peaked at also 3,500 health. Well, he's gonna have a lot less now, unless the bomber misses. Yes, see, this is an Aeon shocker bomber. You might have a bit of a problem landing your actual shots. It is being pursued by Corsairs, but of course Corsairs will not stop so many fighters, and a Strat Bomber as well. Very nice air micro by... Yeah, see, very nice air micro by Kailyns, actually preventing any assisting fighters from destroying the Strat Bomber, and down goes Fisheye, our third kill of the game. Finally, Team 2 getting some revenge kills after losing 2 members after an amazing play by Fisheye with the Mantises from the side. Oh, but it looks like they aren't done yet. The bomber is still flying. There are no fighters or T3 anti-air to stop it. A Saipier reduced to 2,500 health. The bomb goes down. Oh, and there goes Saipier out of the game as well. The bomber finally drops, but at this point it's 2 to 2 between both teams. 4 people have been killed so far, and the lines have been redrawn, with Saipier's former base being transferred to Espiranto. I'm sure he wants to get rid of that because, like, why would he want that? Meanwhile, Titans somehow managing to puncture the front line and coming towards the resource bases, forward bases of... Who's this again? I think that was Saipier, but now it's Regisle, or maybe it was Regisle the whole time, I'm not sure. T1 air factory and some T1 land factories being destroyed. Very nice Titan play here while we were chilling, watching death and destruction unfold. Some Titans snuck up, not only on Team 1 but also on us, and decided to do some serious damage to the infrastructure of Regisle. I feel like it's his main base because, like, look, his commander is there. Yeah, it looks like this is Regisle's main base and it got completely dismantled by just 4 Titans. Wow, that, that was probably a little bit anticlimactic, at least for him. They should get cleaned up here because there's tons of Corsairs coming in from Espiranto, actually. I thought there might be some bombers flying in from Yojih, but no, these are from Espiranto. They are still failing to destroy the Titans, however, some more loyalists might help... Oh, whoops. Some more loyalists might help out. But the Titans, you know, as long as they can run away, they can regenerate health relatively quickly in those shields, and then come back and fight again. Well, I guess they will get cleaned up here because it doesn't look like Kailyns wants to contest, because Kailyns is actually at the bottom, and look at this squadron of gunships that's been built up by Desert Wolf. Oh, that is not good. I mean, that is not good for Team 1, of course. 15 gunships already on the prowl, and he's probably building more as well, right? Yep, there you go. Just one factory pumping out tons and tons of T2 gunships. The fighters from Kailyns and Yojih already in the area. Yojih's fighters look like they have all gone down. Yes, this is an air win for Kailyns. He's got a strategic bomber in the area as well. He's now bombarding Espiranto's commander directly. The Espiranto is managing to build up some shields, but now 2 Strat bombers. One gets shot down because there is lots and lots of anti-air. But still, I think it's not over because you see Kailyns is still controlling the air. The gunships are coming in. Let's look a little bit closer. Espiranto is bobbing and weaving. He still takes a bomb from the shocker bomber. Here come the gunships. They are destroying his health extremely rapidly, already below 2/3, already below half, 4,000 left over. 6,000 from veterancy, but still the gunships are there and there is nothing coming in to destroy them. Just a bunch of interceptors and boom! Down goes Espiranto. The highest rated player of the game is our 5th kill today. Gets eliminated, and now it's 3 versus 4 for Team 1. And they are still getting their stuff pushed in. As you can see, there is a whole bunch of Harbingers coming in from SirPankratz. Or actually, never mind, these Harbingers are friendly to Espiranto, so never mind that. His T3 factory should survive here, because those Harbingers will manage to very easily clean up all of the spam that you're seeing right here. Exciting stuff. Espiranto is saying bad air player cost the game, though. Well, we'll see about that. I'm guessing, yes, well, Kailyns was able to outmatch Yojih. Outmatch his air output, I am thinking. Let's see actually if Yojih maybe has something else to offer, like for example having higher mass income. That is definitely not the case. Yeah, 30 mass difference between them, over 30 even. And it looks like there's a strat bomber out now from Raider as well. So Raider joining the air game, but not quite successful, not quite as successful as his teammate has been. SirPankratz still sitting at 4,000 health, not extremely comfortable, I would say, especially with Raider's commander still in pursuit, who's got nano for himself as well, so it's a pretty chunky commander, as well as capable of doing putting some serious hurt on the enemy. But it looks like for now, SirPankratz is relatively safe, because it doesn't seem like Team 2 wants any more snipe attempts on him. Anyway, nuke silo construction done for GFY Deponi. Yes, there is already a nuke being built up. He's not assisting it too heavily. He's got 3 T3 power generators. I'm not entirely sure he needs that many. Yeah, it looks like he's overflowing basically even greater than 1 T3 power generator's worth. So he's definitely overbuilt energy a little bit. But if he starts assisting the nuke launcher heavily enough, I think all that overflow will be eliminated. And at any rate, you know, he is helping his air players with that overflow, so it's not really that bad of a thing. It's not like you're overflowing energy with multiple T3 generators in 1v1. That would be devastating for your economy, for your mass. But no, this is not happening. He is just sending it to his team. And I'm sure his team is thankful for it, at least Raider and Deponi, Raider and Kailyns, excuse me. Also, what you saw right there was one of the new mechanics recently introduced in an update. You saw there, when a Raider destroyed a shield, the shield generator also exploded. The reason that happened was because of the new overcharge mechanics. So if the overcharge, yeah, right there again. If the overcharge attack destroys the shield, the rest of the damage that's been wasted on the shield is actually transferred to the shield generator. So essentially, if an overcharge attack destroys a shield generator, at least a mobile one, the generator will essentially overload as well and explode. It looks like actually, for some reason, SirPankratz is pushing in. So he's pushing against this chunky commander of Raider. To be fair, Raider stands to gain no more veterancy on his commander. He's already a 5-star veteran. Meanwhile, SirPankratz could still gain more. And these Auroras are perfect experience for him. Perfect packages being delivered right to his doorstep. Kailyns is saying back pink. It looks like Ryfun is saying they lost air. So Ryfun, despite being eliminated very early on, is still actually helping his team with advice. He says lost air, but Kailyns replies, no, we haven't, essentially. I'd say if you put the fighters of Kailyns and Raider together, they definitely have more than Yojih alone. And unlike Team 2, Team 1 only has 1 player on air duty, so they are still controlling air, so I'm not sure he needs to be that worried. Especially with that 20,000 health commander. SirPankratz definitely won't be regenerating health nearly as quickly. And his maximum health is also lackluster in comparison. In the meantime, yeah, let's... I was talking about mass income before. Well, let's check it again. It looks like Regisle actually did not relinquish any of the northeastern bases like I thought he would. In actuality, he just decides to keep all of them. Or, sorry, I meant... No, actually that makes a lot of sense because Regisle's main base is right there. No, he didn't relinquish Espiranto's base, which is down here towards the south. Yeah, he's still keeping all of these. Still pumping out Cybran spam from them, right? Yes. Lots of bricks already being built up by Regisle. Interestingly enough, no experimentals queued up so far. Although now that I say that, one will probably appear out of thin air, and there you go. There's a monkey lord that was just started. Great job me jinxing myself as per usual. But also never mind that, because there was a Tsar being under construction for quite some time already. 15,000 health down out of 40,000, so they are in fact building some experimentals. I'm just not seeing them. A Galactic Colossus going up for SirPankratz as well. I'm sure Regisle with his gigantic almost 400 mass per second can also afford an experimental or two. Just gotta find out where. No, not quite. I could also just look at my chat notifications and see it there. I wonder if Regisle is overflowing or not. No, he's not. He only has 4,000 in the bank. So, kind of just no reason for him to build an experimental now. He's already spending everything. Better to upgrade some economy like these extractors right here to T3, and then maybe think about building a chicken or a monkey lord or two. Instead, he's currently just spamming out bricks from his Cybran base and snipers from his Seraphim base. A strategic launch has been detected. Yeah, it was from Depony. It looks like it's going towards the north. You would assume it's going towards Yojih's base, so makes a lot of sense. Harbingers, meanwhile, a big squadron of Harbingers, it looks like it's catching up with Radar. So, should we split the view? It's probably too late already, but let's do it anyway. So up, one here and one here. Oh wow, that's a lot of Harbingers that are bouncing upon this guy. This guy right here. Probably remove the minimap as well. Oh, boom, down there goes Radar. All of them are still intact, all the Harbingers are still going. The nuke explodes as well, but Radar is dead. And also, what is that? Somebody else explodes, I think. Oh, Kailyns commander also explodes. What? Alright then. Apparently, I guess Kailyns was... What? Whoops, sorry. I guess Kailyns was so distressed by the fact that he repeatedly told Radar to leave, and Radar didn't listen, that Kailyns just decided to quit, call it quits, and also leave. Okay, well, that's a lot of economy being transferred to Depony, though he's got 4 bases now. Meanwhile, Desert Wolf is working with 2. So, even though it's now 2v3 for Team 2, from Team 2's perspective, they still very much haven't lost the game. You know, there is still a donut being constructed. He's got a massive economy, over 600 mass per second, now easily overtaking Regisle. I wonder if those guys were, having a conversation during the game. I'd like to listen what that sounded like, especially after that random Kailyns randomly blowing himself up. Really not sure what was up with that. The Harbingers are still going through the middle, mostly unimpeded. A couple of Percivals have been sent to intercept them, but I'm pretty sure Harbingers are faster, and also there are so many more of them that it might not simply be enough. The Percivals are focusing relatively well, shooting 1 Harbinger at a time with all of them, but looks like it's not quite enough. The Filth done for Depony. There is also... Yeah, the Don't has also been finished. What about the experimentals for the other side? Where's the Colossus that I saw before? Oh, it's just now being completed by Pankratz, so... Yeah, Pankratz definitely took a sweet time constructing that. Another Monkey Lord, right? It's a Monkey Lord, yeah. Another Monkey Lord out from Desert Wolf. The Donut will, of course, stop these Harbingers no problem. The only thing you might be worried about is the Donut incinerating your own base while it's stopping the Harbingers. But for now, it looks like it's not happening. A Quantum Gateway being built by Depony for like 5 minutes now. What is this? What is happening here? Why is it not building? Why is it building so slowly? An air fight also breaks out around the donut. It looks like Yojih is poised to shoot the donut down, and it looks like he is going to succeed. Regisle also sending some fighters in, so Regisle is also now in the air game. It looks like for Team 2 it's only Depony who's doing that, but he's got 4 bases, so he could definitely outmatch their production. And for now, it looks like Depony is winning? Question mark? Well, yeah, all the fighters from Yojih are definitely gone. There is a couple left from Regisle, so yeah, it looks like Depony is on top of the air game for now. Another air win for Team 2. They've been dominating the air all throughout the game, but they haven't stopped ever since. Okay, yeah, see, one Percival sent against so many bricks definitely won't end well for the Percival. The donut, since the donut is down, it can no longer stop these either. So something else is desperately needed. How's the base looking, by the way? You know, the base that Yojih has lost. He still hasn't rebuilt the mass extractors. I would say that's a little bit too slow, but he's also got to worry about, you know, microing the air and rebuilding the air grid and all that. I feel like the mass extractor should be the first priority though, but he's overflowing so much mass that it's probably for the best that he's building something else in the meantime. Although, you know, you could always transfer all this mass to your teammates. I'm sure they are hungry for it. What's Regisle look like? Okay, Regisle has all the mass in the world. Pankratz also... Okay, never mind. Everybody on Team 1 is overflowing, so... yeah, they still quite can't get their economy in order. Desperately needing more power generators, that's for sure, in order to invest all that mass very quickly. Some Percivals catching up to the bricks finally, but that's, you know, Percivals are going in single file. That will not end well for them. They are being bombarded by a host of attack bombers out from Depony. I'm guessing he's probably building them here, right? Yep, there you go. For a moment it looked like he didn't have a headquarters, but no, he definitely does. The Aeon T3 Air headquarters look extremely similar to the support factory. Like, look at this. This is the headquarters right here. This is the support factory. They're basically the same. What? Yeah, the headquarters are just a little bit thicker, that's all, but that is not a big difference. Okay, so a Monkey Lord finally catches up to all those bricks, so they won't do any further damage. They also didn't go into Depony's main base because obviously there were Ravagers sitting there waiting for them. Very wisely they didn't go there, but there was nowhere else for them to go because the Monkey Lord caught up. The Monkey Lord has been transferred to Depony as well, so it's just going to be a rearguard Monkey Lord that will just hang out and chill. Meanwhile, the chicken, I'm actually not sure who constructed the chicken at first, but yeah, it does now belong to Desert Wolf. I'm guessing the chicken belonged to Depony because, yeah, he's got the Seraphim tick. Desert Wolf doesn't. He's got Cybran and more Aeon. Okay, that's Aeon. Anyway, in the meantime, yes, in terms of mass income, we've got ourselves... Yeah, of course, Depony's still leading the charge with 4 bases, unsurprisingly. In terms of reclaim totals, we've got 116,000 reclaimed by Team 1 and 94,000 by Team 2, so... in this department, Team 2 definitely has got some catching up to do, especially considering they are out of mass. Well, these Desert Wolf is, he would definitely do well to reclaim some stuff. It looks like another incursion from Harbingers and Bricks out from Regisle. The Aeon and Cybran, I was gonna say brothers, but that's not quite the correct term. But yes, the Aeon and Cybran joining together for a joint attack on the main base of Depony. They still shouldn't do that though, because there is a Monkey Lord, there is a Fat Boy which is almost done, and a whole bunch of Ravagers. The nuke is being launched towards what looked like... yeah, it looked like it was being launched towards Regisle's commander. But then it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going even further. It looks like it will land here, so let's get a spectacular view of that. As long as... yeah, there you go. Thank you for removing that notification. Yep. The nuke lands spectacularly as per usual. Destroys 5 mass extractors, which I guess was worth it. But meanwhile, an Awasa is finally finished for Depony. He is now going to be bombarding all of these bricks and Harbingers. I'm pretty sure Awasa can one-shot every one of these units individually. And another bomb being dropped in the north. Yeah, you gotta take extreme care with the Awasa not to drop bombs on your power generators or anything like that, because that will not end well for you. Especially with a nuke launcher right next to your commander as well. Definitely gotta be careful. But it looks like the attack has been repelled once more. Yes, indeed. Mr. Desert, says Ryfun. What does he want from Desert Wolf, I wonder? Oh no, there's 2 Galactic Colossi approaching Desert Wolf's base. However, they have no counter to the Awasa, at least for now, so for now it will just reign supreme and keep destroying swathes of Harbingers and shield generators and even bricks. Virtually anything besides the experimentals. Yeah, you've got a bunch of flak cannons, fair enough, but those flak cannons don't stop the gigantic Seraphim What is this triangle of doom? It's not a triangle. Everything Seraphim have is misshapen. Let's observe this glorious bomb. Pow! There you go. All of the support for the Galactic Colossus gone. Yes, indeed. It looks like Desert Wolf is finally listening to reason and retreating. Oh, what a nice flank, though, by Yojih in in conjunction with Regisle. Destroy Fly, swooping and destroying the Awasa just in time before the pony could react. Of course, he was preoccupied with other stuff. I'm not sure those two GCs will be enough to stop all of this, though. There's a bunch of loyalists here, probably, yeah, bricks as well, a chicken, a whole bunch of artillery cannons which are still within firing range of the GCs. So it looks like even though the Awasa is down, I'm not entirely sure this is enough. The Ethotha is rushing towards the GCs, trying to destroy itself right next to them, detonate itself, I mean. You should destroy the chicken before you turn away, though. That is not what. Okay, just lost one GC, gave it the rank of veterancy to the chicken. It will still die, but it's right next to the GC, so... Oh no, don't run away before you destroy it. What? Come on. There you go, finally. The chicken goes down in spectacular fashion. The GC is already out of danger zone, I'm pretty sure. There's still a fat boy to worry about, though. And there's also Monkey Lord lurking about somewhere in the pony's bait. Never mind, it's out and about. It's almost reached the middle of the map by now. It will be met with a megalith, though, so I am not entirely sure how well this Monkey Lord will fare. Hopefully, the pony is paying attention. He doesn't know it's a megalith, though, so that could be a problem. A bunch of Corsairs being prepared by Regisle. I guess those are the infamous little Sid Corsairs that are being prepared just in case to defend your base from things like Monkey Lords. I think, well, I'm not sure if Sid was the first one to set the trend, but he's definitely the one using this strategy the most. Defending your base with large swarms of Corsairs, using them as attack bombers, basically. A Fat Boy, yeah, the Fat Boy is coming up, but it is running straight into two GCs. A fresh GC has been put out by SirPankratz. The pony does see that the Fat Boy is now running away. It might be too late, though, because I'm pretty sure the GCs are faster. I don't want to check the stats right now because there is so much happening. A wave of Percivals being sent by Depony towards the north, as well as, oh, those are Rambo comms, very nice. So Rambo comms supported by Percivals versus Bricks and a Megalith, but the Megalith is very slow to come in, so the Rambo comms could definitely finish off all these bricks if they stop building a friggin' mass extractor and actually attack. Hello? Okay, there you go. Very cool. Yes, the engineers are reclaiming Stop it! What are you doing? You are Rambos, not builders. You're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah, there you go. I think they will die, though. Yeah, there are simply too many bricks here, so both Rambo comms die in a spectacular explosion. And the Megalith is still pushing in. The GCs are finally pouncing upon the starting base of Desert Wolf, completely wiping it out. The Fat Boy does manage to run away, but the GCs will completely annihilate this base. So the question now is, does Team 2 even have Cybran tech anymore? Let's see. Seraphim, UEF, nothing here. Aeon, so no. Team 2 just lost, most likely just lost their Cybran tech in that attack, unless they've got some T3 engineers somewhere. Depony finishes another Awasa. Let's see if that one is going to be more successful than the first one. The bricks are approaching the main base of Depony. However, there are so many Ravagers, I don't think the bricks will get very far. The Awasa is hanging out, though not attacking anything. Let us see how exactly this attack transpires. I don't think... Yeah, there are some air fights going on. For some reason, though, they are in the middle of the map. I'm guessing the reason Depony is doing that is to distract the enemy fighters from the Awasa, which now has just destroyed a couple... hello? What? Excuse you? I think Depony just noticed the Megalith and immediately called it quits. He was like, well, no way all of this is stopping a Megalith. He could have nuked it, I mean, but I don't think, yeah, his nuke isn't charged. So, he just quits the game. Well then, Desert Wolf, it's all up to you. Try your best, Desert Wolf, and even if you need... What? Even in your darkest tower! That was a Deltarune reference, I think, but Desert Wolf is just currently busy running. Also, never mind, he hasn't lost the Cybran tech for the simple reason that he has a Cybran commander, so he can't lose it, unless he loses himself. The Fat Boy is doing its best to stop these two GCs, and a whole massive host of engineers are now going to be assisting Desert Wolf in constructing a teleporter upgrade for his commander. That might not be the bestest of ideas when you're about to get pounced by 2 GCs. The fat boy has already been fried, another GC on the way. 3 GCs rapidly approaching the final commander of Team 2. What is he gonna do, I wonder? He has no upgrades whatsoever, so what he's gonna do is probably just stand around and die. The GCs aren't noticing him though, they are focusing something else. There you go, finally those lasers trained on the commander, and down it goes. Well then, that is the end of the game, one would assume. Even though the game still desyncs, but that does not matter too much because the game was already over anyway. And the game itself, of course, didn't desync because it wouldn't. I wouldn't cast it if it did. But yes, that was the game right there for your viewing pleasure, my dear viewers. So congratulations to Team 1, namely Regisle, SirPankratz, Yojih, Espiranto, Fisheye, and Saipier, for winning this amazing game of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever that was played and is now being watched using the Forged Alliance Forever client. Yes, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you still haven't, and leave comments down below with suggestions, what you like to see, what you like not to see, your impressions about the game, about the players' performance. You can probably even argue with the players if you like, if they are also watching this replay. But yes, this is all I've got for you for today. Have to go now, so goodbye, take care everybody, and I hope to see you soon again on the battlefields of the future.